Trent Alexander-Arnold has spoken openly for the first time about his decision to leave Liverpool Football Club at the end of his current contract. After more than 20 years at the club, the 26-year-old will bid farewell to Anfield in the summer of 2025. By that point, he will have made 352 appearances, scored 23 goals, and collected 8 major honours in a glittering career with his boyhood team. Give us a like and subscribe to the channel. Sitting down at the AXA training centre, Trent shared the thinking behind his decision and what it all means to him. First of all, I want people to know this hasn't been an easy decision. It's something I've spent a long time thinking about. I've been at this club for 2 decades, and every single moment has been special to me. I've lived my dreams here. I've achieved everything I ever hoped for. But I've reached a point now, both as a player and as a person, where I feel I need something different. A new challenge. A fresh environment. And I believe the time is right to take that step. There's been plenty of speculation surrounding Trent's future, and many supporters wondering when, or if, he'd speak publicly about it. I know there's been a lot of noise. People have wanted clarity. Some may feel I should have said something sooner. But I never wanted to take attention away from the team. When you're in a title race, when you're chasing trophies, that's where the focus has to be. I felt it was best to wait until there was a natural pause. Now that the title's been won, and we've had our celebrations, I felt it was time to speak, and to be honest with the fans. Of course, staying at Liverpool was always an option. And Trent made clear he gave it serious thought. Yes, staying was a real possibility. I've got complete faith in the direction the club's heading, in the manager, the staff, and the project that's taking shape. It's not about doubting whether Liverpool will challenge for honours. I've seen from day one that Onslaught is a winner, and we've seen that this season already. But for me, it came down to something personal, a sense that I needed to experience something new, to test myself in a different environment. Naturally, he understands the disappointment this news may bring to supporters. I completely get it. I've supported this club all my life. I know what it means to watch players you love move on. I've felt that as a fan, and now I'm on the other side of it. You form a bond with players who help bring success, and I understand this may hurt. I've thought about that a lot. It's not easy knowing you'll let some people down. But in the end, I had to make a choice for myself. It's been on my mind for a long time, and now it's a relief to be open about it. As he reflects on his time with Liverpool, the word that comes to mind is love. That's really what it comes down to, love. I fell in love with this club as a kid, and that love's only grown stronger with time. Liverpool gave me the chance to live out my wildest dreams. I'll never be able to repay what it's given me. I've given everything to this club, every training session, every match, every moment. I've sacrificed, I've committed, I've done all I can to help the team succeed. And no matter where I go next, I'll always be a fan. I'll always watch, always support, and always hold Liverpool close to my heart. After lifting the Premier League trophy at Anfield against Spurs, Trent described it as one of the proudest moments of his career. That was right at the top. One of those rare moments football gives you, pure, unforgettable joy. Winning the title back in 2020 without fans pushed us even more to do it again, this time with the people behind us. To lift that trophy at home, in front of the Kop, it was something I'd imagined over and over. To actually live it, I'll never forget that day. So, with a few weeks left in a Liverpool shirt, what does Trent hope for? I just want us to finish strong, to keep winning games, and to keep the focus on what we've achieved as a team this season. It's been a special campaign, and I hope the supporters don't let this news overshadow that. Celebrate what we've done, enjoy these final matches together, the tributes, the moments. I know the announcement might take some time to settle, and people may be upset, but I want the players and staff to feel the love they've earned. And finally, a heartfelt message to the fans. Thank you, truly. From the very start, you've been with me. I felt your support, your belief, your love. I hope you felt that I gave you everything in return. I've made memories I'll cherish forever. One day, I hope to walk into Anfield with my children and show them where I played, what we achieved together. So thank you, for every cheer, every chant, every ounce of belief. I'll always love this club. I'll always love the fans. And I'll always, always be a Red. There was no hiding the disappointment in Virgil van Dijk's voice as he reflected on Liverpool's 3-1 defeat at Stamford Bridge. Despite already having been crowned Premier League champions, the Dutchman made it clear, every match matters, and every defeat cuts deep. The Reds arrived in West London having wrapped up the title with 4 matches to spare, a remarkable achievement in itself. Yet there was no sense of letting the foot off the gas, at least not in intention. The desire to maintain momentum, to finish the season on a high, and to show the pride that comes with wearing the Liverpool shirt remained as strong as ever. But on the day, things simply didn't click. Chelsea struck early, Enzo Fernandez finding the net and giving the hosts a foothold in the game. Liverpool looked to respond, but misfortune soon added insult to injury. A defensive clearance by Van Dijk rebounded off young centre-back Jarell Quansah, the ball flying into the Liverpool net for an own goal that left both players crestfallen. And while Van Dijk would go on to reduce the deficit with a thumping header from a well-placed Alexis Mac Allister corner in the dying moments, Chelsea would have the final say, Cole Palmer converting a stoppage-time penalty to put the result beyond doubt. For Van Dijk, the result was hard to swallow. "Any defeat hurts," he said firmly, speaking after the match. "We represent Liverpool Football Club every time we go out there. It doesn't matter if we've already won the league, we still go out to win every game. That's what the badge demands, and that's what we expect of ourselves." The captain was candid in his assessment of the performance. "In possession, we did all right. We moved the ball, we had control at times. But when we lost the ball, our pressing wasn't where it needed to be. Chelsea were able to play through us, they found space between the lines far too easily. That early goal didn't help, of course, but we know we've got the quality to respond if we play our game. There were chances for us, enough to have done better." Still, there was an air of regret. Van Dijk knows full well what it means to wear the armband, to lead by example, and to set the standard, even when the stakes might appear to have shifted. People might say there's less to play for now, but not for us. Winning is a habit. That's how you keep raising the bar. We trained well all week, everyone looked sharp, the desire was there. But sometimes things don't go your way. Sometimes, as a team, you fall short of your usual level, and that's what happened today. When pressed on what made Chelsea such a difficult proposition, the Dutch international highlighted their fluidity and tactical unpredictability. "They rotated a lot," he noted. "Caicedo was playing at right-back today, but is naturally a midfielder, so he was drifting inside, picking up those half spaces. They created overloads, and that demands a lot from us defensively, a lot of talking, a lot of discipline. We were prepared for it, we expected it, but our reactions weren't always sharp enough." And how did it feel on a personal level, this particular defeat? It stings. It really does. I've been in this game a long time and I'll never get used to losing, nor should I. This club, this team, we've been used to competing at the highest level, used to winning. We've been fortunate this season not to have lost many, especially in the league. But that makes days like today all the more frustrating. It should hurt. It has to hurt. That's how you grow, that's how you improve. It's perhaps a testament to Van Dijk's mentality, and indeed the broader culture at Liverpool under onslaught, that the players refuse to view any fixture as inconsequential. Whether champions or not, they turn up to compete. We came here to win, simple as that. Yes, we've secured the title, and yes, that's an incredible achievement, but we want to finish strong. We owe that to the fans, to ourselves, to the staff. We've still got games to play and standards to uphold. As for the reaction moving forward, the captain was already looking ahead. "We'll review it tomorrow, as always. We'll analyze where we went wrong, individually, collectively, and we'll go again. That's the only way. The next match becomes the most important one. That's how we've done it all season, and that won't change." The defeat may be a rare blemish on what has otherwise been a triumphant campaign, but Van Dijk's words reinforce the values that underpin Liverpool's success: humility, accountability, and an unwavering commitment to excellence. "At the end of the day," he concluded, "we're all competitors. We play to win. And when we don't, it hurts. That's football. But it's also what drives us forward." Liverpool are said to be seriously considering a move for VfB Stuttgart midfielder Angelo Stiller as they look to further bolster their midfield ranks this summer. The 24-year-old German's name has been linked with a high-profile switch to Merseyside in what could be one of the most significant moves of the summer. As the Reds reflect on their triumph in the Premier League this season, it's clear that the midfield has played a vital role in their domestic success. Dominic Szoboszlai, Alexis Mac Allister, and Ryan Gravenberch have been at the heart of Liverpool's dynamic play, each player contributing significantly to the team's charge to the top of the Premier League. Their ability to dictate play, break down opposition attacks, and drive the team forward has been crucial to their resounding title victory. However, as the season has progressed, it's become evident that fatigue has crept into the ranks, especially in the midfield. The relentless demands of top-flight football have at times left the Reds vulnerable in the middle of the park, with their midfield being overrun in key matches. It is within this context that Liverpool's transfer activity is coming into sharper focus, with the club seeking to strengthen their engine room ahead of the next campaign. Stuttgart's Angelo Stiller has emerged as a top priority for Liverpool in their bid to improve their midfield options. The German midfielder has been a standout performer in the Bundesliga, impressing with his composure, vision, and tactical intelligence. Stiller is a player who excels at organising the game from deep, making him an ideal candidate for a role that Arne Slot is expected to value in his tactical setup. His ability to break up opposition attacks, dictate the tempo of the game, and provide a shield to the back four makes him an ideal candidate to play a key role in Liverpool's midfield rebuild. According to Stuttgart and Nachrichten, Liverpool are preparing to make a serious move for Stiller this summer, with the club understood to be keen to negotiate a deal that could see the 24-year-old make the switch to Anfield. While Stuttgart have been reluctant to part with their star midfielder, the German club are reportedly set to demand a transfer fee of €60 million, £51 million, for the midfielder's services. It is a significant sum, but one that Liverpool are reportedly prepared to meet in order to bring Stiller to the Premier League. His style of play has already drawn comparisons to some of the best defensive midfielders in the game, and his ability to organise the game from deep could provide Liverpool with the balance they need as they enter a new era under Slot's guidance. Stiller has been an integral part of Stuttgart's squad this season, playing a pivotal role in the team's quest for European qualification. His vision, passing range, and ability to control the tempo of the game have been essential for Stuttgart as they seek to challenge for a place in European competition. His ability to retain possession under pressure and read the game has made him one of the standout midfielders in the Bundesliga this season, and it's no surprise that Liverpool are closely monitoring his progress. Although Stuttgart are still battling to secure their place in European competition, the player's future will undoubtedly become a topic of conversation once the season concludes. The young midfielder is expected to focus on the remaining fixtures for Stuttgart, but with the growing interest from major clubs like Liverpool, it's clear that his next move could be one of the most talked about transfers of the summer. Liverpool's interest in Stiller comes as part of a broader strategy to rebuild their midfield for the long term. While Szoboszlai, McAllister, and Gravenberch have been key players this season, there is a need for fresh talent who can help maintain the competitive edge in the midfield battle, especially in the demanding Premier League and in Europe. Stiller's calmness under pressure, coupled with his passing ability, makes him an ideal fit for Slot's system. His ability to read the game, break up opposition attacks, and link defence to attack with intelligent passing would give Liverpool a more well-rounded midfield, offering both defensive security and the ability to transition quickly into attack. With the departure of key figures from Liverpool's midfield in recent years, the addition of a player like Stiller would bring fresh energy and added depth to the squad. His presence could also provide competition for places, ensuring that Liverpool's midfield remains one of the most formidable in Europe. For now, Stiller's immediate focus remains on Stuttgart's final push for European football, as they look to secure a spot in the Europa Conference League. The club is fighting an uphill battle, but Stiller will undoubtedly want to end the season on a high before making any decisions about his future. Once Stuttgart's season concludes, it is likely that discussions about his next move will intensify. While it remains to be seen whether Liverpool can agree on a transfer fee with Stuttgart, the fact that Stiller has become one of the club's key targets speaks volumes about the midfielder's potential. His ability to adapt to the demands of top-flight football and his calm, tactical maturity make him a promising addition to Liverpool's midfield. As the summer transfer window looms, Liverpool fans will be eagerly watching to see whether Stiller will be the next piece in their midfield puzzle. With competition for his signature likely to heat up, this could become one of the most intriguing transfer sagas of the season. In conclusion, Liverpool's pursuit of Angelo Stiller is shaping up to be a key story in the summer transfer window. As the club looks to strengthen their midfield, the Stuttgart star represents an ideal candidate for the Reds' next phase of rebuilding. With Stuttgart demanding a hefty €60 million for the 24-year-old, Liverpool's resolve will be tested, but if they can secure his signature, Stiller could prove to be a vital addition to the squad. As the season draws to a close, all eyes will be on the midfielder's next steps and whether Liverpool can land their man.